Today we're going to be talking about reading and how to get yourself some free and legal ebooks for your tablets, your e-readers, your computers, whatever you want. But first, my name is Steve Smith. This is TQA Weekly. And just so that we all understand this, reading can be a very amazing way of learning new things, increasing our creativity, importantly, opening our minds and our eyes to new kinds of adventures and possibilities. Language itself is what allows the brain to even conceive of abstract ideas in a way that our primitive selves were incapable of doing. So I want you to understand that, of course, I believe that reading itself is in fact important. However, not everybody can necessarily afford it, or in some cases, which is probably more related to me, you're not necessarily willing to dive into new authors because of the costs of entry into reading works from other authors. So these are going to be 3 sites I'm going to be showing you where you get to learn about new authors and get yourself free ebooks in the process, or ebooks at severe discounts, and it will allow you to open your eyes to new authors, new ideas, new concepts, and of course, increase your imagination. And we're going to be starting off with my favorite one, which is called BookPop. So welcome to BookPop. The way this one works is you've got a website and it has an email function that sends you emails on a daily basis of severely discounted books and of course free books. This is the front page, which you can scroll through it if you want, but it's not really all that we have to worry about. You can also watch their video. But what's really interesting is what's inside. So you only have to register, which is free. And once you're registered, you signed in. Now, before we get to the list, I want to point something out. When you go to your preferences, you can select which categories that you want. So how this one works is you get to select all of the categories that you want, and they will deliver based on your preferences. So whether it be bestsellers, mystery, thrillers, action, romance, fiction, fantasy, science fiction, horror, teen and young reader, or nonfiction, any of that, whether it's any of those kinds of topics or the subtopics, you select the ones that you want and it will deliver. So back to the actual page, you'll be shown what the normal price of each book is and how much the book is currently at. You have the option of using Amazon or Apple for a lot of them. And for those who have iPhones, iPads, Macs, obviously that's good for you to have the option of Apple. But the Amazon option is actually the more universal one. You get to use the Kindle e-reader application or an e-reader from Amazon, basically a Kindle like I have. And what ends up happening is all you have to do is go through these, see which books might actually interest you. And once you find one that might interest you, you select the link. In my case, I basically only have to click once to purchase. And that's basically it. The entire process is utterly painless, and in my case, it's basically just sent itself to my Kindle, which makes it very easy for a lot of people to get in on this. And once you have the book, you can just read it on your favorite device. Considering that it's free, whether you like the book or not is up to you. And on the same topic, if you actually like a specific author, you can actually look up that specific author. So my idea is, you get to learn about new authors, maybe you start reading more from that author, maybe actually support that author. Now, there is a different way of getting stuff. For those who are into social networking, we've got Kindle Free Book, which is, by the way, the Twitter handle. So Kindle Free Book. They have a website as well. And on their website, they actually provide you one per day, a free ebook in the same way as BookBub, only that they have one per day. And what ends up happening is you can follow them on Twitter. Just make sure you turn their notifications on. And if you're interested in reading that book, you do exactly what we just did for the other one, which is basically click on it, go to your Amazon and put it into your e-reader or your e-reader app. And it's a very simple site to use. As you can see, there's not very much to this actual page. And then we have the last one. Then it's last because most people don't get this far into many videos, but here it is. Once you register into this site, there is a free tier for those wondering. And obviously, once you actually activate your subscription, you're given categories in much the same way as BookPub had. You'll be able to select which ones you want, and then the only difference between the other two and this one, and which is also why it's last, is it's in PDF format. PDF format is actually usable on all devices, including the Kindle. It's just getting them into the Kindle is a little bit harder, and so obviously this requires a little bit more effort. And they only offer 5 books per month for you to be able to get. And if you want more, you have to upgrade, which means you have to pay. And in this case, this is why it's also last, because while the idea of somebody reading a new ebook every single day is a little crazy, there are people that can. In fact, even I've read all of the Lord of the Rings in one day. It's not a hard thing to do. It actually just requires more passion and, of course, reading faster. But it's the same principle. Select the kind of topics or categories you want, find an author that you like, download it, read it, and if you like them, look them up and continue reading from them, basically supporting them. So for those who want to increase their imagination, their creativity, find new adventures and possibilities, even increase the possibilities of their mind and even conceiving newer, different kinds of abstract ideas, these 3 places are a way of doing so. And in the process, learning about new authors and getting something for free at the same time. If you like this episode, like it, dislike it if you didn't, share with those that you think can benefit from this, and don't forget to subscribe. And if you have any questions, comments, suggestions for topics, email me at ask@tqaweekly.com or go to my website, tqaweekly.com, for everything else. And if you want to make this show better, go to patreon.com/tqaweekly and become a patron today. Patrons get these episodes 24 to 48 hours in advance of everyone else. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.